Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook.
We always have a lot to talk about, and tonight is no exception. Welcome inside the Fan Cave, everyone. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, Pittsburgh CW. It's 412-575-2600 to put you in touch with us on the Bordas and Bordas hotline. Thank you very much, Ken Rice, for the introduction. And right now, I'll introduce Chris Mueller up at 93.7 The Fan. And, of course, the big news today, Chris, was the shocking announcement, and I can't think of another word. It was shocking because it came out of nowhere that Jim Rutherford, 7 games into a season in which every game means something because of the points and the limited access to, as many games as you're used to getting in 82. How shocked were you, and why do you think it happened? Because there's no real good explanation other than he says he's just moving on for now.
Legitimately as shocked as I've been by any sort of specifically sports-related story in the 10 years, 11 years now it'll be, that I've been on the Fan. Like, there's been stuff that's happened off the field for people that has been, I guess I would say, equally unexpected and shocking, but this really came out of nowhere. No insiders, no people that are connected close to the team, no journalists, no beat writers, no nothing. I think the team, frankly, was pretty blindsided by this as well. I really think they were caught flat-footed, so it's as shocked as I've been. Man, the only thing, Bob, that comes close is a guy like, and this is not even remotely close on that scale, though, a guy like Jason Worlds, who the Steelers had, I think, pretty high hopes for, just abruptly retiring for religious reasons out of the clear blue in his mid-20s. But, I mean, that's not a GM, a guy who's won 2 Stanley Cups by boldly building a couple of rosters. So it's genuinely shocking, and I'll go with this. My best guess here, and this is just a guess because everyone's been tight-lipped about it, I think there was some obvious disagreement between Rutherford and all higher echelon levels of the organization, maybe ownership, maybe David Morehouse in general. There was some sort of disagreement. There was some sort of friction there, and Jim Rutherford decided that he'd had enough. And I'll flat out say it. I'll use this word too. This guy has brought a lot of joy to a lot of Penguins fans. I'm a half-season ticket holder. It's been a lot of fun to watch them. Let's not mince words about what happened today, regardless of the reason, because it wasn't health-related, so we can rule that out. Mm-hmm. Jim Rutherford quit on the Penguins, period.
Well, I mean, you can say that if you want. I don't know if I agree with that because I don't have more information. My first thought was health when I first heard it, and then that was ruled out. And so I don't know. I mean, there's a lot going on. He had 5 months left on the contract. I will say this. I think the Penguins have pretty much held off on doing contracts with anyone because of this pandemic. They have a lot of issues to worry about financially, and I don't think they're going to start throwing contracts at people, and I think that's probably the case. This also could be a situation where he truly does want to spend time with family. But if that's the case, then why not do it at the end of the 5 months? That's the one thing that makes me wonder. But you're right, Chris. It's anyone's guess at this point. And we'll find out what they're going to do moving forward. I can't imagine that there's going to be a small list of candidates. There should be a big list because this is a job that I think is still a very attractive one around the NHL.
I do think it's an attractive job. I think it's more that the Penguins have a reputation that when things get back to normal, they're a team that even when the Crosby and Malkin era is over, is still going to try to run themselves like a premium outfit, and that they're going to try to reload and be among the best in the league again. And I think obviously the last 15 years have proved that if you can find a marketable star, somebody to build the franchise around, people are going to show up in droves for it. I think there's definitely going to be a lot of people interested here. But this looks like a situation where I would bet Patrick Allvin ends up being the GM the rest of the year, on an interim basis, and then they try to figure it out from there. I don't think there's going to be a quick fix here. I think this caught them flat-footed. And I would stress this, too. But I think David Morehouse tried to quell fears here by saying, hey, he does have Mario Lemieux in his corner. That's a pretty good hockey mind. Being an all-time great player doesn't necessarily make you an all-time great judge of talent or person who could fill that general manager's role. So I would pump the brakes on that being like some cause to say, hey, it could be a lot worse. Wayne Gretzky was a terrible hockey coach.
Well, I do think Mario has a pretty good mind for this kind of stuff, but point is well taken. I do think Jim Rutherford did one heck of a job when he came here and how he adjusted to coaching hire, which was his, and then he changed it immediately when it wasn't going well. All the trades that he made, and right off the bat, which had a significant impact from Hornquist to Kessel to Hagelin. He brought in Bonino, and then even more recently, guys like John Marino out of
Look
nowhere
at
for a sixth-round pick.
Look at Rob
Even
Scuderi for Trevor Daley.
all
Look
of
at
them.
Scuderi for Daley. That's
And
just a total fleecing that falls under the radar there
got
that
Ian
won
Cole,
them a
too.
Stanley Cup.
Another Ian Cole trade. All these guys who contributed so mightily. Anyway, we're due for a break. We'll take it. 412-575-2600. We'll talk about that. And a strange Houston Texan hiring tonight to be their new head coach. Now that surprised me also because I thought they were waiting for Eric Bieniemy. Turns out they weren't. We'll talk about it when we come back right here live. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call on Pittsburgh CW.